Hello art students, today we're going to glaze our ideal meal projects. To start, you're going to want to glaze your bowl or your plate or whatever your food is going to be sitting on. I used the same glazes that we used for our coil pot projects, and I did 2 layers of incredible black and then 1 layer of grass green over the top. Make sure that there is no glaze on the bottom of your plate or bowl whatsoever, because that is the part that will be coming in contact with the kiln shelf and we don't want it to stick. For your food, we're going to be using a different kind of glaze. We're going to be using Dunkin' Concepts. They come in these little bottles. You're going to put a little bit of each color in one of your palettes. For the most part, they look like the colors you see in the bottle, with a few exceptions, including white. So make sure you're really reading the color, the name of the color on the label, and that you're using the sample tiles as your guide when you're selecting colors. The sample tiles will show you what they'll look like after firing. So if you're like me and you had a few things come apart during your bisque firing, you're going to want to use the glaze to really fuse things back together. So you're going to want to take things apart and glaze them separately so that that will happen. So I glazed all of my ice cream, then I glazed the sauce, and I glazed the whipped cream and the cherry. So here you can see that that white doesn't really look white yet, but it will after firing. Then you're going to put all the pieces back together and set them up how you want them to be fused during that final glaze firing. And make sure that you have it positioned exactly the way you want to. And then ta-da! Here's what it looks like after it's been glaze fired. Everything did fuse together because I was really strategic with my glazing and where I put the glaze. You can see that it's important to use 3 layers of each color with the Dunkin' Concepts. You might even want to consider using 4 layers just so that colors are really bright and opaque. And yes, that white really does look white.